As you can see, I've done a little rearranging. I've completed 2 pallets of the PCs that I brought in. So I moved those power supply units from up here over here, and I moved one of these, well actually that pallet of computers I moved from there over there. The reason is I'm going to need this space here for backing the Sharkmobile in. Our new landlord is starting construction in their space, and it's going to start getting crowded, so I want to be able to keep backing the Sharkmobile in here. All right then, let's see what this is. It's an HP, looks like a server. Let's find out. Well, this was a little heavy, so I'm not exactly sure. Oh, but let's see something once. Okay, power supplies are in here, so that would explain the weight. Interesting little power supply. Goldfinger here. So we'll pop that off, and some copper grounding strips. These don't weigh much, but they're relatively easy to get. There we go. Power supply. Ooh, more copper. They're not very big, which is kind of interesting. All right, I'll clean this one up when we get done here. You don't need to see that again. Interesting. All right, so this is an HP, so it's going to be using Torx screws. Hopefully not too many different sizes. That latch will let us get the lid off and take a look inside. Bunch of thumb screws, which are nice, makes it a little bit easier anyway. All right. Ugh. And we have another thumb screw here holding things up. Sorry, we'll just put you out of the way for a minute. Plastic trash. So, what's hiding underneath of door number 1? Nice heat sinks here. They look like they're all aluminum. Let's make sure. Relatively lightweight, so I'm guessing that that's aluminum. Yep, aluminum. But we do have some little screws here that we're going to need to take out. And we'll do that off camera because I'm going to need a smaller screwdriver. So, let's get this bracket off of here. Yay, it's using the right side. So, this Torx, I've got the blue tape one, that's for HPs. They almost always use that size. Some shred. Heat sinks. Aluminum heat sinks. whole bunch of oscillators underneath of those heat sinks. So this was a Telecom device of some sort. Let's see what's underneath of here. Just a flip chip. For my yard, I can just snip off those wire prongs and that can go in with my aluminum heat sinks. The RAM is gone, the CPUs are gone. So somebody did a little bit of cleaning on this before they scrapped it. This came from a government auction. It was part of that big 5-pallet load that I brought in. If you miss the 5-pallet load, don't worry. There'll be links taking you to it so you can see where it came from. Get the wire all disconnected here. So this is actually a Benny for me because I thought that pallet was all power supplies, the 5th pallet that I unloaded, but they turned out to have some of these Telecom devices in there, so that's cool. All right, fan. We'll just bust the motor out of that. These are called hot swap fans because the technician could put them in and out while the system was still running. Trash. All right, these guys are thumb screws. And we'll figure that one out in a minute. We have a screw here. And we have another screw over here. That's got to come up like that. So this was the backplane board for the 2 power supply units, and we see we have gold fingers on that as well, so that's nice. And is that going to allow me to? Board has to slide that way. Let's see. We have screw here. I don't think those thumb screws there are holding anything up. Oh, look at that. They even provided a little Torx for the technician. Isn't that cool? Okay, we are much... Man, they are hiding screws all over the place here. There we go. Now then. Get you out the way. Now, we're not going to leave the board on this metal because Board Sort is buying boards, not metal. Well, they buy metal too, but this is not All right, so in order to get the board off, I am going to have to take off those thumb screws. I have my Kaiweets tool here with a socket that's just the right size for these. By the way, if you are interested in getting one of these Kaiweets electric screwdrivers, they're very useful. A lot more useful than I thought it was going to be for scrapping, to be quite honest with you. I did a review on them. I'll have a link to the review somewhere here, and there's a link down in the description. I am an affiliate with them, so that if you want to get one of these, you can. And yes, I get a little bit of a commission from that, which helps for towards our shark, donating for our shark research. All right, now, come on out, board. There we go. Get rid of the shred. Let's get these other heat sinks off of here. Gold cornered BGA. So, nice. We have a nice board here. We have a number of gold cornered BGAs. We have lots of other BGAs, IC, and flat packs all over it. Lots of tantalum capacitors, MLCC. That's an MLCC that I was pointing at there. But tantalum capacitors, all of these oscillators. Let's get the rest of these other heat sinks off of here, because those have to come off for selling the board sort. And there's more oscillators underneath of those. And then a piece of telecom equipment like this, you can imagine time and the time sync was very important. So all of these oscillators were very important for keeping the signals synced up properly. Oh, we have another tiny little aluminum heatsink right there. Anybody else hiding around here? Oh, battery. CMOS battery has to come off. Let's see, I'm looking for anything else that needs to come off before I sell this to board sort. I know my hair is a mess, isn't it? It's windy, and so my hair is all floofed out all over the place. I must just look like a mad, crazy scientist or something here. There we go. All right, so we've got a beautiful server board. Yeah, it was labeled as a telecom device, but it's clearly a server type board. So this is going to go as a multi-socket server motherboard. Get a wire off of here. All right, let's see. You're out of there. That caddy comes all the way out like that. Let's see, maybe that'll come out like the other one. Maybe they all will. Got a bunch of screws there. Let's see, look at that. There's another caddy. And who's your caddy? There you go. Who's your caddy? Trash. And who's holding things up? Oh, I think it might be these thumb screws that are holding things up. Has that got it? Yes, I think so. Now then we get you off of there. There we go. So there's some more shred. Get the wire off of here. There we go. Now we have a little interesting little board here. We've got big old yellow tantalum, some tiny little ICs, MLCCs, another tantalum. I'm going to put that in with my peripheral high grades. All right, so this was just a DVD drive. I'm just going to leave that all as shred. We have another backplane board here. So you pull up on this pin and it should slide up and out of there. There we go. So that's a backplane board. And then some more shred. If you enjoyed this, which was really a surprise for me, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and there's links that are going to take you to the video where I brought in the 5 pallets so you can see what this was a part of. And then there's another link that YouTube thinks you want to watch, and the round one in the middle is to help you to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode.